I just put Sophie into the space. The post-apocalyptic soldier suddenly had a pack of hemostatic pads in his hand. Then I put some snacks into the space. Next, the soldier was holding a cookie but didn't dare to eat it, watching things in the space get stolen again and again. I finally noticed something was wrong. And only then did the soldier living in the apocalypse realize that he'd just awakened his superpower. It seemed to be connecting to someone else's space. Sorry. I don't know how I ended up connected to your space either. But I haven't eaten for a long time, so I just took your food. A man's voice echoed through the space. It made me, already a sucker for good voices, feel even more sympathetic. You're really hungry and haven't eaten anything. Is it because you don't have money? I thought he was struggling just like me, but he seemed to find something hilarious instead. Money is the most useless thing to me. As long as you can give me food, I can help you find lots and lots of gold and silver. Really? That's awesome. What food do you want? Rice, spicy hot pot or roast chicken? Those dishes. He definitely doesn't belong in this post-apocalypse world. Since the end of the world, many animals and plants have mutated. Not only are they inedible, eating them might turn you into an infected. Let's deal with the imminent crisis first. I want some water and some medicine. I'll give you the equivalent. My buddies at Gold Pearl Base are still running a fever. I can't delay any longer. Medicine? What kind of medicine do you need? You're so rich and you still can't buy medicine? We're not in the same space-time. Where I am, it's the apocalypse. Here, gold is worth less than an expired loaf of bread. Zombies in bedrooms and extreme weather. Gold is worth less than expired bread. But it's gold, you know? As long as you have gold, there's nothing I can't get for you here. I thought he would want a lot, but all he wanted at night was some water. What kind of water do you want? Mineral water? Purified water? Or milk tea? Water? Any of those is fine. As long as it's clean water of any sort. Anything works. Chrysanthemum tea is perfect for him to cool down. Drink up, Mr. Sponsor. Why isn't anyone taking it? Or saying anything? What if something happened right after I bound the space? I've got to meet up with Liao fast. Then Liao will step in. The fog is too thick. Something's getting closer. Here it comes. It's coming fast. But this isn't my first time running into one. One slash is enough. Leo, wake up. Captain I can't make it much longer. Take care of my son for me. Don't talk like that. Now that we've found you, we're not letting you die here. Why is there a cup of chrysanthemum tea in the space now? That girl made it. Now I've got to save her first. Then go get the gold. This is an energy pearl I just got. Since she's awakened, the space should come in handy. Drink some water quickly. He's alive. Captain where did you get the drink? Don't worry about that for now. Anyway, there'll be plenty of food from now on. Scorpion has never lied to me. As long as there's food, I'll risk my life from now on. What is this thing? Such a beautiful orb. This is the gold pearl, dug out of a zombie's brain. Absorbing a gold pearl boosts your physical energy. Wait, it comes from a monster's body? Isn't that way too gross? That's so creepy. How can someone from a peaceful era like me handle that? But absorbing it can expand my space. The larger the space, the more gold I can trade. I'll do whatever it takes to get rich. So how exactly do I use this thing? The best way to absorb it is to swallow it. If you really can't stand it, you can try crushing it directly. I'd rather die than eat it. What an amazing feeling. Why hasn't the space gotten any bigger? Looks like one gold pearl isn't enough for him. That definitely means he needs more energy. He'll have to absorb more pearls. I'll go hunt for more gold pearls for you. At least he has a conscience. Oh my god. My dark circles are gone. Not only do I feel more energetic, it even whitened my skin. This gold pearl is incredible. Thinking of this, I ran to the kitchen again, took out 2 big steamed buns from the pot, then put them into the space. The other person was stunned. I should get some breakfast ready for him too. Late at night, he still wanted to rush into the city for gold. But now it's already dark. So he had to settle for a nearby apartment building. After clearing out 2 zombies, the doctor asked Li Yao a strange question. When it comes to valuable things at home, where do you think they'd be kept? Valuable? What's the point of money now? Are you so feverish your mind is fuzzy? Now, where do you think valuable things would be hidden? Where did these meat buns come from? I bought them with gold pearls. Where did you buy them? I want to buy some too. Smelling the delicious aroma of the meat buns, Li Yao immediately sprang into action. What used to be annoying when stepped on, he's now turning the place upside down looking for. But to his disappointment, after searching the whole building, all he found was a box of jewelry. Boss, can I trade it for a meat bun? I'm about to drool to death. The Shen wasn't stingy either. He took out another meat bun. Smelling the aroma of the meat bun, Li Yao's eyes reddened with excitement. But thinking about the kid at base, who's still eating moldy food, and his wife gnawing on tree bark, he put the meat bun back in his backpack. You eat it. As long as we can find gold or something valuable, we can trade it for food like this. Find it. Hurry and look. We'll go to the mall tomorrow and clear out every gold store for him. Eat, there'll be food. There's also spicy hot pot and roast duck, and fragrant white rice. Just thinking about that sweet voice, the Shen couldn't help but drool. Stop it. Now you're making me want to rush out for gold. He's not sure what the Shen's power is yet. But with food, who cares? It's dark outside now. The infected are most active now. Even a small noise could get you found. If you go out now, you're just asking to die. The Shen looked at him speechlessly, hearing Captain say this. Li Yao calmed himself down. Meanwhile, on the other side, I saw a jewelry box appear in the space. There was actually gold inside, and each piece was about 40 or 50 grams. Without hesitation, I went straight to the biggest gold store in the county. Hearing the sound of 30,000 yuan arriving in my account, my heart pounded wildly. But I didn't forget what's most important. I quickly went to the supermarket and bought some instant noodles, self-heating pots, and compressed biscuits. I went to the pharmacy again to buy some medicines. Then I found a place where no one was around. Put all these things into the space. After finishing all this, I headed toward the largest mall in the county. I bought a smartphone for both of my parents, and some clothes and shoes and stuff. By the time I got home, it was already close to 4 p.m. Seeing me carrying bags of all sizes, my mom hurried to take them. Where did you go? Why did you buy so many things? This is the smartphone I bought in the county. You and Dad each get one. And some clothes and shoes and stuff. You both should try them out. Smartphones aren't cheap, huh? My dad quickly put down his tools, then wiped his hands. The elders in the village who have smartphones are basically successful people. There's a little character that dances in cool clothes inside. Sometimes he would go over and watch it too. Dad opened the packaging. Still doesn't know how to use it. No, I'll go ask San Django next door. He's the only one in the village who knows how to use it. I watched my father's back, feeling speechless. I'm right here. Why not let me teach him? Silly kid. Your dad knows how to use it. He's going to show off to San Django. I helplessly looked at the new clothes. But he hasn't tried on his clothes yet? Let your dad try them when he gets back. Wrong. Help me feed the chickens first. I'll go try on the new clothes. Mom said that and headed to the room, leaving me alone to feed the chickens. I looked at the group of little chicks at my feet. They're all shiny money, really. Little chicks, hurry up and grow. When you grow up, I'll sell you all for gold. The things I bought for my parents. Even alarmed Grandma Xia outside. She just got back from her eldest son's house, and heard neighbors say her granddaughter came home and brought lots of stuff, so she rushed over right away. She ran into my mom, who just changed clothes. That outfit looks great. And the shoes are really comfortable. She usually wears cloth shoes bought at the morning market for just a few bucks. They can't compare to things from the mall. Grandma snorted coldly at the sight, displaying her sense of presence in front of the two. How can you work dressed like that? I bought these for my mom. She can wear whatever she wants. Looking at Xiao's mom's clothes, Grandma felt so distressed. That outfit doesn't look cheap, and she got the whole set. Most importantly, Grandma didn't get anything. I heard you bought your mom a smartphone. But your mom never went to school. She barely knows how to type. Better give it to your little nephew in high school. He really needs it. What does him being in high school have to do with me? Tell your uncle to buy it for him then. These are for my mom. No one else can have them. I'm only thinking of you all. In a few years, you'll get married. By then, and in this house, no one will be around to take charge anymore. So in a few years, am I dead or something? I retorted bluntly. This old lady never liked my mom since I was little. Now seeing all this stuff, she's even more upset. Just as the two were arguing, my phone rang. It was the delivery guy calling. Mom, the clothes I bought for Grandma and Grandpa are here. Can you pick them up later? Okay, got it. I'll take them to your Grandma and Grandpa now. They'll be super happy when they see them. Grandma looked at the empty courtyard. Turns out everyone gets a gift. Except her. Sorry about that. Grandma, I'm afraid you'll say I'm wasting money. So I didn't buy for you. Grandma's face turned red with anger. She's not worried about wasting money. She just doesn't want to spend her own money. Meanwhile, the Shen looked at the variety of food I prepared inside the shelter. Her mouth started to water uncontrollably. She immediately took a roast chicken out from the space. Liao couldn't help but tremble. Since the apocalypse happened, all animals have mutated. Of course, chickens too. They turned into disgusting creatures oozing pus. Let alone eating them. Just seeing them makes you want to puke. Faced with the aroma of roast chicken, the two didn't wolf it down. Instead, they carefully tasted it, relishing the delicious chicken. There will be more food like this in the future. Of course. As long as we find something valuable, we can exchange it. But the space is a bit small. If we want to exchange enough supplies for the whole base, we'll need a lot more crystal beads. Alright, I'll handle the zombie killing tasks from now on. Liao answered without hesitation. Crystal beads are tough to get, but compared to food, Liao decisively chose the latter. As soon as dawn broke, the two headed toward the city. They didn't dare get too close. Had to clear all the zombies along the way. Even though most zombies don't have crystal beads inside, they were still eager to dissect them. But unexpectedly, although they cleared both sides of the street, only found 2 crystal pigs. The Shen put these 2 crystal pigs in the space. Only then discovered I had left a notebook. On it was written, novels, books, or crafts. I want them all. Where is there a bookstore nearby? Let's go check it out. Bookstore? Aren't we going to the gold store? Liao only cared about making money now. The Shen didn't explain much to him. Just said, stay close to me. Then headed out with the tongue sword. So Liao could only follow obediently. Who could blame him? She's the boss. Especially a boss who lets him eat his fill. After taking the books I wanted, the two went to several jewelry shops. Feeling like they packed enough stuff, the Shen decided to return to the base first, take out the items from the space, and deal with them. When I woke up the next day, I saw a pile of exquisitely crafted jewelry and a few books that the Shen found. Looking at the novels and comics in the space, I casually booted up the computer, registered as a novel author. Typing all these words is exhausting. Looks like I need to get a scanning device. And these leftover pieces of jewelry, I'll put them online later, see how much they sell for. After finishing all that, I took out the 7 crystal beads from the space, crushed them all together in my palm. A surge of green energy burst out. Suddenly, I felt much more energetic, like I had endless strength. Even the small space expanded several times over. Looks like it's time for the next plan. After finishing breakfast, I rode my electric scooter to the fields. At this moment, my dad is in the field carrying a pesticide tank on his back. He looks at the crops in the field with a worried expression. Now that we have greenhouses, we can grow any vegetable out of season. What's more, we've had good harvests these past few years. But their seasonal vegetables still can't fetch a good price. Seeing me coming over, Xia Jixiang instantly pretends to be serious. What are you doing here? Go back. I don't need your help here. I told you, I came back to help you with the farm. Besides, when these veggies grow up, I'm going to help you sell them too. Hearing that I can sell the vegetables, my dad's worried look disappeared instantly. You can sell these vegetables? Of course, otherwise why would I come back? I have some major customers. They've already paid a deposit. They're just waiting for our vegetables to be ready. Summer, thinking about how his daughter keeps buying phones and clothes. Maybe she really did receive deposits. That's fantastic. I was just worrying about it. Our veggies aren't selling for a good price in the county. Looking at these tomatoes in the field, I think they'll all be ripe soon. When they're ready, just sell them to the Shen. That counts as a major client, doesn't it? Dad, take a break first. I'll help you with the spraying. After saying that, I took over the large pesticide tank. Wait, that thing is really heavy. A little girl like you can't carry it. Filled with water, it weighs dozens of kilos. But before she could finish, she saw me easily carrying the large tank on my back, striding into the field to spray. I was practically flying across the ground. When did this girl get so strong? Xia Jixiang thought his daughter couldn't handle hard labor. But unexpectedly, she worked so easily. The spraying that usually took him all morning was finished in no time, and I barely even broke a sweat. Xia Jixiang gently wiped his forehead. Seems I really am getting old. After finishing spraying the fields, I transferred 5,000 yuan to my dad's account. Dad, here's some money for you. Be sure to accept it. All our vegetables at home. Don't sell them to anyone else. I'll buy them all. 5,000? That's way too much. It won't cost nearly that much. Tomatoes are only 0.3 yuan per 500 grams, and only 0.8 in the city. Cabbage price is just 0.1 or 0.2. My dad clearly didn't believe me. He usually sells his own veggies, and if he makes 2,000 or 3,000, it's already good. Sometimes only 1,000 or so. But looking at the transfer notification on his phone, he couldn't say anything. Just tomatoes won't be enough. After hearing my dad say cabbage is cheap and grows quickly, I started thinking about cabbage. When this batch of tomatoes ripens in a few days, let's start planting cabbage. Cabbage, though. No way, cabbage isn't selling for a good price now. Got to wait until around November. Planting cabbage now is just a waste. Dad, don't worry. I've already discussed everything with the customer. My customer wants cabbage. Who is this customer? Is there something wrong with their head? Alipay, 2,000 yuan received. Another 2,000 just came in. That's 7,000 yuan transferred in such a short time. That's about half a year's income from selling veggies. All right, let's plant. I'll go buy cabbage seeds now. We'll fill our whole place with cabbage. As soon as I got home, my dad handed all the money to my mom and only kept a little for seeds. Why is there so much money? Are you stashing away some private savings again? How could I possibly? No way. It's from our daughter. All those tomatoes we couldn't sell. Rong sold all of them. And the cabbage for next month has already been pre-ordered. The more my dad talked, the happier he got. He rode off to buy seeds right away. I wasn't idle either. I went to the county to check if there were any warehouses suitable for storing vegetables. Meanwhile, the Sheng just returned to the base from the inner room. A man approached him immediately. Captain, you're finally back. A lot of kids at the base have fevers. Their fevers still haven't gone down. If we can't find more medicine to reduce fever, I'm afraid it will be bad. Hearing this, the Sheng quickly took out a few bottles of medicine. Let the kids use these first. If it's not enough, I'll figure something out. Seeing that the Sheng really brought back medicine, the man was moved to tears. That's great, really great. Captain, you brought back medicine. These kids can be saved now. Go quickly. Don't waste time. When he heard the children were sick, Li Yao rushed into the room. Inside sat a woman with a sallow face. It was Li Yao's wife. Where's the child? How is the child doing? The woman carried out the child, clearly only 2 years old, but his face looked bluish, so thin it made your heart hurt. There was a small pot in front of them. Inside was a lump of dark stuff. They were leaves picked from the trees. That stuff is poisonous. Adults can eat a little without problems, but if kids eat it, it could be life-threatening. So the child held in her arms hasn't eaten anything in 2 days. She looked hopefully at the Sheng, like asking for help. The Sheng hurriedly took out some food from his space. There's also soybean milk powder inside. This can be given to the child to drink. When the woman saw the soy milk, her eyes instantly brightened. Dudu, don't fall asleep. Your dad brought you something to eat. Li Yao grabbed an empty drink bottle, poured in some mineral water, and mixed the soy milk for the kid. Tan Rui was so excited that her hands were shaking. She carefully fed the child, but unexpectedly, the kid, who looked completely weak, actually drank more than half the bottle in one go. Don't let the child drink too much. After starving so long, he needs small meals slowly. When the doctor saw the child was fine, he left a few packs of instant noodles, then went to check on the other sick kids. But what he didn't expect was that shortly after he left, Li Yao was targeted by the people nearby, for one reason only. They were all attracted by the smell of instant noodles. Those people came because of the smell, their burning gazes, all focused on the pot of instant noodles.
If one person tried to grab,
others might rush forward too, but they were all afraid of the Sheng's deterrence. So everyone just stayed in their own shelters, not daring to step forward. As for the Sheng whom they feared, he was currently guarding the children's tent. They were all orphans whose parents had died. The Sheng took them in when they had nowhere to go. Brother Sheng, these kids can't eat the leaves, Wang Kong said with red eyes. The leaves after the apocalypse are poisonous. Most of us soldiers have evolved, so we can still handle eating them. But ordinary people can have health problems after eating, not to mention these kids. Unexpectedly, the Sheng waved his hand and suddenly produced lots of stuff. Wang Kong was stunned. Are these all clean food? When a group of people saw food, their eyes were full of longing. You guys bring me gold in the future, and I'll distribute food to you. Everyone didn't know what gold was for, but hearing there was food, they all agreed anyway. After they had almost finished the food, the Sheng found a few who were good fighters, and planned to enter the city together the next day. Meanwhile, back in the city, I just came back from the fields and found that the food in my space was all gone. There were more gold and silver jewelry now. Thinking the Sheng's place was short of water and food, I went to the city again in the afternoon. I bought all the steamed buns and flatbreads from the little shop. Then I went to another gold store and sold all the jewelry. It was a bit cheaper than last time, but still made over 20,000 yuan. After finishing everything, I went to the vegetable market again. While buying vegetables, I checked out the prices. What surprised me was, local vegetables are really cheap. The most expensive is just 2.5 yuan per pound. Not like in Shanghai, where a food delivery costs 20 or 30 yuan. After I had completely filled up my space, I finally felt relieved. It's deep night in the apocalypse now. When the Sheng wakes up over there, he's probably going to be really happy. While I was feeling satisfied, my phone suddenly rang. My manuscript was approved. I got home and downloaded the scanning app on my phone. After scanning both books, I tore them up and threw them all in the trash. If the book gets popular, I'll have the Sheng find me the next volume. After all, earning manuscript fees is definitely more reliable than selling gold. As for the jewelry before, I listed it all online. The price ranges from 1,000 to 10,000 yuan. But in reality, it's just hundreds of yuan. The styles look good though. After a while, a lot of people bought them. I quickly went to the courier supermarket and shipped everything out. This brought in quite a bit of money again. I checked my space again. Still nothing moved. The Sheng was probably still asleep. Just then, my phone suddenly got a message. It was from my best friend. She's coming to my house this afternoon. We still need to rehearse. That's when I remembered. Wang Sisi is getting married the day after tomorrow. Her house is at the east end of our village. It's only 10 minutes away walking. I looked at the novel app on my phone. Can't believe it's just 100,000 words, and it's already ranked third in the new book chart. Looks like it's about to explode in popularity. Just as I was scrolling through new comments, I suddenly heard an incredulous voice ahead. Wrong. I can't believe it's really you. I almost didn't recognize you. Isn't that Wang Sisi? It was Wang Sisi speaking. In her memory. The only thing memorable about me is my nice voice. Nothing else really stands out. That's why she asked me to be bridesmaid. But the girl standing in front of her now not only looked much prettier, her presence was on the level of the village beauty. Congratulations, Wang Sisi. Knowing my novel was popular, I was in a good mood. Obviously didn't notice how her face twitched. Come inside. There's another bridesmaid coming soon. She's Li Kui from our village. In my memory, Li Kui was a little chubby girl, since she's getting married tomorrow. Her house was all decorated. All the old folks from our village were around. Everyone knew each other. Wrong is here. Haven't seen you in over half a year. You've really gotten prettier. Wang Sisi heard that and looked even more unhappy. Originally, she wanted some contrast, but seeing me look so good, she wished she'd hired someone instead. She pulled me aside quickly. Sorry, wrong. We already have enough people. There's no need for you to be bridesmaid. Hearing that, I was pretty happy and was about to leave. But then I heard people talking about this year's market. They said sweet potatoes aren't selling. No one's coming to buy. Even going to the city, they won't fetch a good price. That gave me an idea. Thinking the Shang's food shortage over there. Sweet potatoes are perfect. Not only filling, but cheap. So I decided to buy them all up. Send everything to the Shen. Aunt Wang, how many sweet potatoes did you plant this year? About 3 acres. Last year they sold well. So I planted all sweet potatoes this year. Who knew it would turn out like this? Not only did the price drop from 0.6 yuan per pound to 0.3 yuan, now there isn't even anyone to collect them. Hey, auntie, I'll buy all your sweet potatoes. Just weigh them when the time comes, and we'll settle the payment together. When I said that, the second aunt thought she had misheard. That's 2 acres of sweet potatoes. That should be thousands of pounds, at least. Wrong. You better not be tricking me. We're from the workshop on this street. It's a big deal. Auntie, if you don't believe me, I'll transfer you a 500 yuan deposit first. If I can't collect them later, you can keep the money. Seeing the confirmation on her phone, second aunt finally let go of her doubts. Well, we also planted 2 acres of potatoes. Do you want those too? And at our place, we planted yam sweet potatoes. When everyone saw second aunt's sweet potatoes got sold, others started to promote their crops as well. All right, Grandpa, let me contact around first. I'll get back to you if I need them. I didn't expect that after buying over 1,000 pounds of sweet potatoes. The villagers would be so enthusiastic. They completely left Wang Sisi out, thinking that I won't have to be a bridesmaid tomorrow, and don't even need to attend the wedding. I just directly gave 200 yuan as a gift. Wang Sisi always thought I looked better than her. Plus, I'm popular with everyone, so she felt a little upset. But now seeing me give such a big cash gift, she wasn't all that unhappy anymore. She even started chatting with me enthusiastically and insisted I stay for dinner. When I got home that afternoon, my parents were waiting in the yard. Wrong. I heard you bought all of Aunt Wu's 3 acres of sweet potatoes, and also all of the Sun family's 2 acres of potatoes. Yes, I have a friend in Shanghai. I came back this time to help him purchase vegetables. He has a farm over there, mainly collecting this kind of produce, then selling them in the city. Didn't I also buy the several acres of tomatoes from our family? And I'll take all the cabbage Dad grows too. You really are a family's lucky star. This saves a ton of trouble. Otherwise, they'd need to get up early every morning to cart things to the county to sell. Now I just buy it all at once, save several trips. Dad, when they're ready, just deliver them to the warehouse in the county. I have the address. After a while, I'll buy a tractor. So farming won't be so tiring anymore. All right. I knew sending my daughter to college was worth it. After giving instructions to my parents, I happily went upstairs, but my phone kept buzzing nonstop. All notifications about people voting for my story and commenting. Looks like my uncle's story went viral. Seeing the food in the space emptied out, I hurriedly entered the space and told Yesheng I want all those novels from the last bookstore. At the same time, in their quiet room, Yesheng just woke up, only to find the space packed with food, and one meal was prepared just for him. It was a rice bowl with grilled meat. There was even a Coke, especially for him. Yesheng felt overjoyed. But with so many people in the base, even buying a ton of steamed buns and flatbreads, there still wasn't enough for everyone to have one. But at least they didn't have to eat the sour, toxic bark anymore. So everyone was ecstatic. Leo, your formula will probably come tomorrow. No worries, there are still some packs of milk left. Wang Kong and the others were all eating steamed buns, smiling to themselves. Then they saw the Shen eating a rice bowl with grilled meat. Why do you get to have meat? Li Yao immediately came over. It smells so good. That drink looks tasty. Back off, this is my meal. The Shen acted calm on the surface, but he was actually thrilled inside. After all, he got special treatment from me. Next time, I'll get something for you guys to try too. The Shen's main concern was solving everyone's hunger first, then figuring out how to build a city, with walls for safe housing, so people wouldn't have to live in broken bomb shelters anymore. After eating, the four of them grabbed their weapons and headed downtown. Everyone worked extra hard killing zombies. Since it was the first full meal in years, you have to take out each zombie with one strike. They pulled a gold box from inside. Captain, there's a gold shop over here. Wang Kong and Zhang Liang were both stunned. Weren't we out here to hunt monsters and look for supplies? What's the point of a pile of gold? But then they thought of what the Shen said about valuable things. And they understood. The four of them went straight to the gold shop, gathering up all the jewelry, jade bracelets, things like that, and stored everything in the space. Remembering my request for novels, the Shen went over to the bookstore too. After sorting out all the stuff, they didn't leave right away, but instead kept killing zombies along the perimeter until they found a dozen or so gold boxes, before quietly withdrawing. As soon as they got back to the bomb shelter, Yesheng was stopped by an old lady. He thought she was there for food, but to his surprise, she took off a jade bracelet. She said it was a bracelet she'd worn her whole life. This is for you. Can you get some medicine for my grandson tomorrow? The Shen took it. The jade bracelet seemed pretty good quality, but right now food was more valuable than anything. What's wrong with your grandson? It should be acute gastroenteritis. A man with glasses came over. He used to be a doctor before the apocalypse, and still sees patients at the base, but all he can do is diagnose them, since there's no medicine and no equipment. All right, I'll try to figure something out. Let's talk about it tomorrow. With the Shen's word, no one dared argue. It was a common illness, and a lot of people in the base had it. Acute gastroenteritis is caused by eating contaminated food. Mom, you eat. A little girl clutched half a steamed bun in her hand, saving the rest for her mom instead of finishing it herself. She wanted her mom to have it, but unexpectedly the woman pushed her away. She said weakly. Her face was pale, and her eye sockets were sunken, clearly from eating too much toxic food. A 4-year-old girl was crying her heart out, but no one felt any sympathy. Because everyone was so used to seeing it, their base was still doing all right. It's said that other bases have started cannibalizing each other. Late at night, I entered the space. I found all the supplies were still there, not moved out yet. I thought about the time difference between us. I could only leave a note and waited until the next day. I woke up early in the morning. I've been feeling refreshed lately. Maybe it's because I have money now. Plus, after absorbing the gold beads, my body has changed quite a bit. The first thing I did when I woke up was check my phone. There were over 99 new messages urging me to update. Then I entered the space. The flashy gold jewelry just about blinded me. Gold necklaces and gold bracelets, as well as all kinds of pearls and agates. Did they clear out the entire store? Then I noticed the note the Shen left behind. The handwriting was strong and bold. It listed supplies needed in the apocalypse. Steamed buns and sesame flatbreads. And medicine. Medicine for stomach and intestines. I had to buy those, with all this cash piling up. And those pretty necklaces and bracelets. I almost didn't want to sell them. But I need to deal with these pieces before anything else. I took out 2 big suitcases from under my bed. Stuffed all the jewelry from the space into them. The wardrobe was full of them too. Once the space was emptied out, I could save room for the Shen to store things. I took out all the gold bracelets, put them in my backpack, and got ready to sell them in the county today. If not, I'll go to the city. I can't sell everything at the same gold shop anyway. After thinking that through, I picked several gold shops. 100 grams sold at each shop. But what I didn't expect was, lately, the gold price kept going up. So I made a huge fortune, 900,000 yuan more. Now there are still several big cases of jewelry at home. When I sell them all, I should be able to get hundreds of thousands more. The other stuff, like crystals and amber, I'll just sell them all online. Because I want to clear out everything at home. I told the Shen not to look for more items for me for now. Thinking of the things the Shen needed, I went to the pharmacy again and bought all kinds of medicine for stomach issues. And fever reducers too. Seeing me carrying huge bags out, other people probably thought I was resupplying a store. Then I went to the market to buy buns, milk powder, steamed buns, and flatbreads. Whatever the Shen had listed, I paid extra attention to, until the space couldn't fit anymore. That finally ended a day of shopping. To make it easier for me to go into town in the future, I signed up for driving school, and enrolled my parents too. When I got home, I told Mom and Dad the good news. Mom, Dad, I signed you both up for driving school. Just download an app and start studying for the first part. Don't driving lessons cost at least a couple thousand? My uncle's oldest son just graduated but hasn't found a job. So just for the driving license. When he went home to hand over the money, he overheard my cousin asking for money by phone. Yeah, once you get your license, time to buy a car. We'll all be able to drive soon. It'll be much easier getting to town. Alright, I'll start studying right away. My dad grinned from ear to ear, thinking his daughter would buy a car soon. He could hardly contain his excitement. Couldn't help himself. He had to go out right away and chat with our neighbor's son, Zhangzhou. I'll come back later for dinner. Dad grabbed his phone and took off in a flash. I knew Dad went off to brag again. I sighed helplessly. With a show-off dad, what can I do? You could have just signed your dad up. Why'd you have to include me? What a waste of money. Mom was saying it was a waste, but she was smiling wider than a rifle barrel. No way. After Mom gets her license, I'll buy you guys a little car. Then you can take Grandma out for a spin. Otherwise, whenever we go to the big hospital, we always have to borrow a car or call a taxi, which is just too inconvenient. Alright, I'll get my phone and study hard. By now, Mom couldn't hide her smile. Next time she visits her family, she can definitely show off in front of her sisters. Why bother studying? We're already old. Still getting a license? Grandma couldn't take it anymore. My eldest uncle's family paid for their grandson to get a license, and they paid over every dollar. But here, her granddaughter signed her dad up, and now also her mom signed both parents up for driving school. That's a total of 6,000 yuan. Thinking about that, Grandma looked at me, just about to criticize me for being wasteful. But I cut her off. Grandma, aren't you going to my uncle's house tomorrow? How about I give you a lift then? Hearing she was going to my uncle's place, Grandma's face instantly fell. Xia's family has more kids, so the place is already crowded. And having an old lady in the house, it's not like here, where she can have a big room to herself. Plus, I'm an only child, so there's no one to ask her for money. Xia's family, the eldest just graduated, so his salary isn't much. And there are still a few younger brothers. Each and every one is always asking for money. As a rural grandma, even though she favors her eldest, it's not as comfortable as staying at her second son's. So when she heard I was sending her back, she started getting anxious. Can I stay a few more days? Of course, you've already stayed a whole month. I just thought a ride would make it easier for you. After all, with the land split up in the village, we take turns looking after Grandma. It was agreed that each family takes a month, one after the other. Tomorrow is the first. Time to switch. It's just next door anyway. I'll just go over for meals. I didn't feel like arguing anymore, so I just went upstairs. The top-level review I submitted on Taobao only took 2 hours to be approved. I sold quite a few on idle fish too. I have to ship them all out tomorrow. Then I did more shopping on Taobao. Air conditioner, toilet, big TV, everything was home delivered. Online shopping is so convenient now. I don't even bother buying stuff in stores. I kind of wanted to change my bed too. But since there's jewelry under it, I decided to wait for now. Before I finished everything, I heard Mom calling me from downstairs. Wrong, dinner time. I went downstairs, took out the only jade bracelet I found in the space, and brought it out. I fell in love with it at first sight. Couldn't bear to sell it, so I gave it to Mom. Mom was instantly drawn to the bracelet, forgot all about getting mad at Grandma, and started examining it right away. Grandma didn't know if jade was valuable or not. Deep down, she only believed gold was worth anything. She thought the bracelet looked nice, but probably wasn't worth much. This jade bracelet is much clearer than your auntie's. Mom couldn't put it down. She loved it. I knew my aunt was the first in the village to go to college, and the first to get married in Shanghai. That's why, no matter how hard things were, Mom insisted on sending me to college. That was her reason. Not long after, my mom sent a short video to my aunt, along with a message. This jade bracelet my daughter gave me is beautiful, right? I told her not to buy it, but she insisted on getting it for me. Soon, Aunt replied with a message. Take another video and let me see it. This jade bracelet is really translucent. Looks like it's ice grade quality. And a high-level ice grade too. My mom looked at the message from her sister, then glanced again at the shiny bracelet. Wrong. How much did you pay for this bracelet? How would I know the price? It was basically zero cost in another space, so I just made up a number. Probably just a few $100. Although this bracelet isn't cheap, compared to gold, this is nothing. My mom finally breathed a sigh of relief. Your aunt says next month we should go to Shanghai for a trip. Your cousin is getting engaged. Thinking about having to go back to Shanghai, I furrowed my brows. I was pretty embarrassed when I left last time, but going there takes forever by bus. Train tickets, too, are like hundreds of bucks each. My mom looked obviously hesitant. Then we saw Ying Mei said she'd cover all the tickets, and asked us to bring Grandma and Grandpa. Grandma's illness happens to need treatment in Shanghai, so we can find a doctor there. Go ahead, you sisters haven't seen each other in ages. I'll take care of the land at home. Dad saw Mom was still wanting to go but worried. He knew it was because she couldn't let go of home. Don't worry. We won't even have to take the veggies to town to sell. Just plant cabbage next season. Every year I can handle it on my own anyway. Hearing Dad say that, Mom's eyes turned red. Her husband really cares for her. All right, next month Rong will go with me. Okay. I don't want Mom to be upset, so all I could do was agree. But it's Shanghai, where even a meal can cost hundreds. And we're going there. We can't rely on Aunt for everything. So I need to make more money. Just after finishing dinner, I packed up everything I sold on Xianyu yesterday, got it all ready, and shipped it out. Then I started looking through those books. Finally found the next volume, along with a few other novels. They all looked pretty interesting. So I scanned them all too. Thinking about those crystal beads in the space, I absorbed a dozen or so at once again. After absorbing them, the space really expanded again, and my skin got even smoother as I marveled at the wonders of the crystal core. Dad walked over. The tomatoes are ready for picking these days. He wanted to ask where to deliver them. Thought we'd have to make several trips with the tricycle. No need, just rent a truck when the time comes. Hearing such good news, Dad was grinning ear to ear. I was also relieved. As long as the Shen stays alive, I'll always have plenty of income. There are people to collect veggies from the village. By afternoon, my deliveries never stopped. Large parcels were dropped right at the door, so I had to go out and move them. What did you buy all this stuff for? Neighbors started gathering around, including Dad's old friend, Sun Jiangluo. This is the air conditioner I bought. Summer's almost here, so I got one for Mom and Dad's room, and one for my room. Plus our fridge is too small, so I ordered a new one. Also bought an 80-inch TV, so you'll be more comfortable watching TV. The more I talked about it, the more my parents' hearts ached. Mom, Dad, now I have money. Let's start living a better life from now on. The whole point of making money is to spend it. Alright, our daughter's so filial. Let's happily accept it. Dad looked so happy. He's never stingy, just not very capable. Now that his daughter is successful, he couldn't be happier. Jiangguo, when our new TV's installed, come over and watch. With a TV that big, imagine how far you have to sit back. Dad spoke loudly, and all the neighbors heard it clearly. Son Jiangguo didn't look so pleased, but tried to put on a good face. Alright, I'll come see how big your TV is. Let's see if it's really that big. Son Jiangguo's family has 2 sons and 1 daughter. The daughter's already married. He used to talk behind Dad's back, said with only 1 daughter. She'd eventually leave the family with nothing. Now, seeing his daughter back home, buying phones, upgrading all their appliances, it's impossible not to be jealous. Such a big box. Jiangguo, help me move it. I'll treat you to drinks tonight. Son Jiangguo's mouth twitched. Who cares about those drinks? He has to call his sons tonight and talk about this whole situation. I was about to help, but Dad stopped me. It's too heavy for you. I'll do it, Jiangguo. Come help me. Jiangguo didn't want to, but still helped lift it. Running air conditioners in summer uses a lot of electricity. Such a wasteful way to live. Why not just use an electric fan if it's hot? The old lady stomped her foot angrily nearby. Don't worry, Grandma. You can just use the fan. I only bought 2 air conditioners. Not installing one in your room. Hearing that, Grandma's face turned pale with anger. One is enough for us. Send the other to your uncle's house? So it's cool when I stay there. But Mom instantly looked upset. My daughter's spending money for her parents, and you want me to give it to Uncle. What's that about? Grandma wanted to say more, but the neighbors' voices drowned her out. Sha, you're so lucky. Your daughter is so successful. Yeah, Sha, you really have a wonderful daughter. Several neighbors saw all these huge and small boxes at home, and such a big TV, and all of them got envious. With such a big delivery truck coming in, lots of commotion was stirred, especially with a few CBD members. The news spread everywhere in no time. My aunt Tianxia heard we bought so much stuff and instantly started scheming. Let's get our youngest son adopted over there. So when Rong Rong gets marries off, all the homestead and farmland will be ours. But gotta wait till Rong Rong's engagement. He's not happy right now. Both went through a tough time sending their kids to college. Yet seeing me come home, buy new phones, and upgrade appliances. What about his eldest son? Every call is just for more money, talking about how expensive life is in big cities. The rent is high, and they haven't bought anything for them. Meanwhile, my dad, whom they envy, is busy unpacking boxes. This TV is huge. Our tiny old TV and fridge. We'll have to sell them tomorrow. They just take up space at home. When she heard this, my mom was a little reluctant at first. But that only lasted until the next day. She got rid of that worn-out TV and the noisy fridge, letting the junk collectors take it all. Meanwhile, late at night in the tomb chamber, my supplies arrived again. He tossed the formula to Li Yao, told him to give a few bags to his own kids to drink, and the rest to the younger children. Wait, there's something else to tell everyone at the base. We'll only provide them food for 7 days. After 7 days, except for young kids, everyone has to trade valuables for food. But unexpectedly, those people weren't resistant at all. They were actually overjoyed. Because while there's no food here, valuables are everywhere. That means they can get even more supplies. The 4 of them quickly decided what to do. Wang Kong and Zhang Leiyang went to announce it. Li Yao's went home to deliver the formula. He grabbed a few meat buns before leaving. When Tian Rui learned the news, she couldn't help but tremble with excitement. Li Yao, do you remember my house? Of course I remember. Before the apocalypse, Tian Rui was a spoiled rich girl, the daughter of Zhangcheng's wealthiest family. There's a safe in the basement of my home. It's full of gold, and every pink diamond inside is auction-level quality. When Li Yao heard this, he got excited too, not just because of the wealth, but because the villa is located in the suburbs. There are many zombies there. Wait for me, I'll call the Jay over. We have to make this work. The Shen knows that rich area well. After hearing Li Yao's intel, he immediately made a decision. He'll clear out that area. We'll trade. Although it looks fine living in shacks now. But once the severe cold hits, a lot of people won't make it through. But things are different now. They have food now, and with it, strength. No need to sit around and wait for death, especially with the Shen as their leader. Alright, I'll go make arrangements. Li Yao is full of energy now. He quickly organized a scouting team. The Shen left a note in the space, asking for lots of food. He can ask for valuables anytime he wants to. He's got everything ready. I know he prepared quite a bit, but there's really nowhere left to store things at home. Plus, having so much stuff in the bedroom really doesn't feel safe. Early the next morning, I scanned another book, submitted a 20,000-word contract application right away, then got ready to head to the county. Today's the day for the written driving test. Mom, Dad study hard. A few days from now, you'll be taking the driving test too. Got it. Go on, hurry. This morning, someone came to install the new TV and air conditioner, plus a robot vacuum and dishwasher. This AC blows real cool air. My mom stood in her bedroom, feeling bursts of coolness. Otherwise, she'd get heat rashes every summer. Asha, come check out this huge TV. You can see every pore on the people on screen. Even the sofa is electric, it's so unusual. The elderly lady looked around the house. She hadn't even enjoyed it for a day yet. Before it was time to head to her eldest son's home, she was supposed to leave 3 days ago. But she dragged it out for a few extra days. If she keeps delaying, it's bad form. Here comes Xia Zhisheng's wife Tian Kaihua. She's here to pick up the old lady. She's got fields to tend and work to do. The younger son still has to ferry the old lady back and forth every day, so having help with cooking saves herself a lot of trouble. Mom, I'm here to pick you up today. Tan Kaiyua's smile fell the moment she saw the new appliances in the house. Her face dropped instantly. How did the second son's family afford this stuff? She'd been to the appliance store before. A TV this big costs at least several thousand, not to mention the sofa and everything else. The old lady didn't want to leave either. Even though she favors her eldest son's home, it's nowhere near as comfortable as the younger son's, and she doesn't need to cook here. I haven't packed yet. The old lady tried to stall for time, but my mom pulled out a big package. It's fine, Mom. I've packed everything up for you. We'll come pick you up next month. The old lady was speechless for a moment. She had to leave with Tian Kaiyua. I won't see you off. My mom's eyes were smiling. She could barely hold back her grin. From the moment she set foot in the house, the old lady looked down on her. When she gave birth to me, even eating a piece of pumpkin earned her scolding. In the end, it was my grandmother who took care of her. Now, the reason she still takes care of her is because her husband treats her well. When Tian Kaiyua left, her eyes lingered on that huge TV and the brand new fridge, wishing she could move everything to her own place. Once I get married, after the younger son gets the title transfer, all this stuff will be his. And the person he's eyeing me had just passed the written driving test. Don't know if it's because I absorbed the golden bead or what, but my memory feels sharper. I barely studied. Yet I aced the test. Had lunch in the county. Then bought a bunch of buns, steamed bread, and baked goods. The doctor said those fill you up. So I got a lot. I bought over 500 of them all at once. Had to go to several shops to finish. After all that, I called a car and headed to the restaurant Wang Sisi mentioned. While using the restroom, I overheard a conversation outside. Yeah, I even told Wrong. Sule's partner is my husband's sister. Never thought she'd show up too. Looks like there'll be some drama. Wrong used to have a crush on Sule. Even sent him love letters. But in front of everyone, she was rejected outright. Should have considered her own status. Sule is the son of the wealthiest man in the county. Their family owns the biggest mall here. That mall belongs to their family. Plus, he was the school heartthrob. But wrong. A country bumpkin dared to confess to Sule.
Hearing Sun Jia gossip about me.
Wang Sisi frowned slightly. After all, she invited me here. If she knew Sule was coming, she wouldn't have invited me. I frowned in the restroom too. This really is like a soap opera. Back then, I only delivered the love letter because I was paid. But Sule didn't even read it. He just rejected me outright. And with so many people watching, everyone thought I was confessing. It was also because of this incident that I realized not all money is worth making. When the two of them left, I finally walked out of the bathroom. I was thinking of leaving the scene of the drama, but as soon as I came out, I bumped right into Wang Sisi. She considered us both being from the same town and wanted to give me a heads up. But her husband walked over. This must be Sisi's friend, right? Please, come on in. Congratulations. I said some polite words and also brought a gift for Wang Sisi. It's a designer Dior lipstick. She looked down at the gift and couldn't stop grinning. Wrong. You're too kind. Come on in and have a seat. Our dorm has 2 tables in total. They're all in one big hall. Wang Sisi pulled me over to her friend's table. One of the men watched me walk over with a look of surprise and admiration. Sisi, who's this beautiful woman? Aren't you going to introduce her to us? This is Wrong. Don't remember. We were in the same high school class. Not just him. Even I didn't recognize myself at first. Ro? Zhang Chao's face was full of shock. He was speechless for a moment. I was ranked first in high school, so quite a few people knew me. But besides academics, I was pretty ordinary in other ways. I smiled and greeted Zhang Chao. I was a top student, and my memory is just as good, especially since absorbing the gold bead. Yeah, it's me. Come, have a seat. She was the top student in our class. She scored over 600 on the college entrance exam. Zhang Chao enthusiastically introduced me to everyone, sneaking a few glances at me on the side. He didn't expect me to look so good after becoming fair-skinned. But so what? I still came back to farm. Sun Jia raised an eyebrow and said disdainfully that he was just like me. We were both top 3 in the class back then. Both of us got into college together. My parents scraped and saved, just to put me through school. But his family valued sons over daughters. They only let him attend a technical school before working. So he's full of jealousy and always holds a grudge against me. A lot of people in the class knew about our conflict, including Wang Sisi and Zhang Chao. The two of them tried to mediate immediately. Wang Sisi urged Sun Jia not to cause trouble, while Zhang Chao pulled me aside. But when we were adding each other on WeChat, and I took out the new iPhone 17, Zhang Chao was a bit surprised. People living in small counties usually can't afford a phone like this, since that's 3 months' salary. But Sun Jia just sneered, assuming people who return from the city like to show off. Maybe she even bought it on credit. Unexpectedly, Zhang Chao was very friendly and asked what I planned to do after coming back from the city. I thought for a while and finally decided to tell them the truth. Just collecting and selling produce, that's all. When Li Kui heard me say that, her eyes immediately lit up. I heard from people in our village that you bought a lot of produce from them. My family also grows 3 acres of potatoes. Can you buy those too? Sure, I replied very cheerfully. Plus, in Yasheng, there's a big demand for food. How about this? Let's add each other on WeChat. And I'll send you a deposit first, she said and transferred 500 yuan to me. Li Kui looked at the WeChat payment record, her face blooming with joy. Everyone at the table was cheerful, except for Sun Jiajia. But when she saw Sule come in, she immediately greeted him warmly. And when Sule didn't recognize me, she started acting sarcastic again. Young Master Su, you don't remember her? This is wrong. Haha. She even wrote you a love letter back then. And you tore it up right in front of her. Didn't give her any face at all. Sun Jiajia thought saying this would embarrass me, but I stood up calmly and confidently. That love letter was actually written by Wang Jing in our class. She paid me 20 yuan for it. As soon as I finished speaking, the whole place went silent, because everyone had been approached by Wang Jing before, and no one expected it would all end up with me. Sun Jiajia wanted to say more, but was taken out by Wang Sisi. Things were steady after that, with people chatting and drinking. After the thank you banquet was over, Zhang Wen pulled Wang Sisi aside. What's up with your friend? He thought she'd give him an answer, but Wang Sisi just shook her head. I have no idea either. He wasn't like this before. Who knows? He just acts this way around Rong. Maybe he's jealous seeing Rong doing better than him. It's probably envy. So that's what happened. You'd better keep your distance from him in the future. That friend named Xia Rong seems pretty good. Even has connections for selling produce. Jiang Wen works at the county government. Lately, the higher-ups have been thinking of ways to improve the channels for selling agricultural products.
He didn't expect to meet an expert right here within 2 days.
She didn't even look at the vegetables, just sent a deposit straight away. You can tell she's a straightforward person. When I got home, it was already past 2 a.m. I planned to ask my sponsor what they'd need the next day. It was already late at night, and he was leading a group of evolvers cleaning out zombies in the wealthy district. Suddenly, he heard my sweet voice. I bought a large amount of sweet potatoes and regular potatoes. I'll bring them to you after I harvest in a couple days. That stuff is really valuable. I'll keep buying steamed buns for you tomorrow. Late at night, after clearing a zombie, he put the gold bead in the storage space. These days we're planning to clear out the whole villa area, so we'll need a huge amount of food and water. I also have a few boxes of gold bars and diamonds over here. Let me know whenever you want them. When I heard that, I could barely keep my mouth shut like an AK. But looking at my small room, there's not even space to put all that. So I resisted the urge and said, let's wait a few days. Just give me a batch of diamonds. When I get to Shanghai in a few days, no matter how much valuable stuff I sell, it won't attract attention. After leaving the storage space, I hurried to bed. Still have to buy food tomorrow. After selling this first batch of diamonds, I'll have even more zeros in my bank account. Just thinking about it gets me excited. While I was sleeping, Yishen kept leading people to clear out zombies. When they just about finished, he found a few generators, then built a fence, and set up 24-hour security. Just then, Zhang Ling brought over several gold beads. They collected 23 in total. You guys keep a few gold beads. The rest go to me. At their base, 1 gold bead can last you several days. Unlike me crushing them all at once, which is honestly wasteful. But to help me level up quickly, this is the best way. I got up at 7. Only slept 4 hours total, but felt super energized, remembering Yesheng's reminder from last night. This time I bought a ton of food. When I turned on my computer, I realized the store was already sold out. I quickly printed out the order. In no time, I packed everything up and sent it out. I didn't expect these products from another time space to sell so well. After all, they're products that transcend eras. If the clothing over there has other designs or something, it'd be great if we could use them as references. Just as I was about to ask the Shen about it, Grandma's son came looking for me. Wrong, we've dug up all our sweet potatoes. It's over 3,000 pounds. Let me know where you'd like them delivered. Just pack the sweet potatoes first. I'll send the shuttle over shortly to pick them up. Alright, no problem. These are sweet potatoes dug up today from the field. I'll bring some over for your family too. He put down a bag of sweet potatoes and happily went home. After Grandma's son left, I called the warehouse again. I need 2 trucks to come by this afternoon. When I heard the delivery fee was $500 per truck, I didn't hesitate. Now that I have money, I don't want to waste time bargaining. On the road to pick potatoes, I ran into a lot of people again. Everyone greeted me warmly. Wrong. We still have 3 acres of eggplant. Do you want to buy it? They sell for 70 cents a pound outside. For family, we'll give it to you at 50 cents. We also have cucumbers at 40 cents a pound. I'll take them. I paid them a deposit for everything. Only then did I leave in high spirits. Everyone else who came to me after that was basically turned down. Mainly because the warehouse is only so big. These vegetables pretty much fill it up. I'll still need to store them in the space tonight. Grandpa Zhang, who I just refused, was really unhappy. And his wife beside him kept complaining. Told you to come earlier. Asked Rong, but you didn't listen. Now she doesn't want to take your stuff. Go ahead and regret it. As evening came, the warehouse was piled full of veggies harvested today. I immediately contacted the Shen. At this moment, the Shen was actually sleeping. But before the apocalypse, he was a special forces soldier. He wakes up at the slightest movement. Once he learned I had collected a lot of vegetables, he immediately understood what I meant. Wait a sec. I'll go look for a place now. While saying that, he woke up Li Yao and his 2 brothers. Li Yao was a bit grouchy from getting up. But when he heard there were lots of fresh veggies, he perked right up. They started moving and storing everything one after another. Soon, they had emptied out the warehouse. Over there too, it was sack after sack. They looked at the pile of sacks, like a little mountain. The guys all had red eyes. Li Yao picked up a tomato, took a bite, and it burst with juice. This tomato is fresh. I'm gonna let my son try it, Li Yao said, grabbing it to take away. But the Shen stopped him.
Huda.
If you take it out now, people will go crazy trying to steal it.